Hi everybody, Stefan here from EDC Austria, and today I want to show you the HX Outdoors EDC 005A. This knife seems to be the latest in a new trend, which is really going to extremely small knives, and I try to show it, but I can only tell you my version as I have experienced it. This is a regular sized Swiss Army knife. This is the Huntsman model, and this is a Reich S11 keychain knife, which is already a lot smaller than the Swiss Army knife. And then last year we were flooded by Fura S35VN mini folding knives, as they were called. They were already pretty nice designs and pretty small, but now we seem to be at the highest point you can go with small knives, because if I put this in for comparison, even the Fura mini knife is dwarfing the HX Outdoors. So let's take a look at the HX Outdoors. The knife comes in a very nice box which contains the knife itself and a chain, as it is a keychain or chain knife. I will show you where you can put this later. And I'm not entirely sure what would be the best way to review this knife. But as it is made with so much care, let's just review it like a regular knife, only the size comparison we did up front, because otherwise I feel I couldn't have shown how tiny this knife is. And then we're gonna talk about if there is any use for those kinds of knives. So the blade length of this thing is 3.5 centimeters, which is 1.38 inches. The blade material is S35VN steel, which is a nice steel, and the total length unfolded is 9 centimeters, which is 3.54 inches. The handle is made from TC4 titanium, and I better go out and say it now. The price is currently €58 on Gearbest, which is about $70. And that's even a flash sale that's only going on for 1.5 more days. So these things are quite expensive. There is a Reich out. I think it's called the Hummingbird. If I can find it, I'll put a photo in here now. And this is even nicelier done than this one, but it also goes for $150. So these things are immensely expensive, but I can understand that. If you look at the care that was done in such a tiny knife, which is a frame lock, which you can either flip and it flips every time, or you here have a nail nick which you can also use to deploy it. The titanium is milled out on several spots. It is constructed with only 2 screws, so it would be easy to take apart. And here's the contact point where to put in the chain if you wanna carry it around your neck or on your keychain. We have a nice titanium backspacer, also a nice pocket clip, although I seriously doubt it's very useful to use this in your pocket, because a pocket in comparison to that would be very thick, so I am not sure how well this would work. But as for the knife itself, you can see the grind goes up to here and then it flattens out. Let's check out the thickness of the grind. Sadly, I can't measure the blade thickness as my tool has gone haywire, but compared to the size, it's a pretty sturdy blade thickness. Let's check out the weight, as I'm interested in that a lot. Here we go. First in gram, it has 17 grams, which is 0.6 ounces. And if you look at it from the bottom, you see that the blade lock engages nicely at about 30%. And even the blade centering is pretty nicely done. So the knife is nicely made, but the question is, what is it good for? You can cut paper with it, but you have to be very on the case and careful. So it's a good leather opener, and of course it's great to open packages, but aside from that, I really don't see any use for a knife of this size. This is basically just a toy. And if you like knives so much that you are interested in how well a tiny knife can be made, then this is something you should consider. Otherwise, if you want to do something with it, it's really not that useful. I'm sorry, but as a toy, so that you have at least one in your collection, it's a very nice piece. Although quite expensive, as I said earlier, but I'll still put the links down if you're interested in it. But of course, it's a very nicely done knife, but it's so small, you can barely get 2 fingers fully on it. It's so small, it's just pretty useless, unless you're fighting with a very small Smurf, but otherwise. So that's finally my conclusion on this knife. I hope this helped you a bit. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos of this kind, or MRE videos, prepping videos, flashlight videos, please subscribe to the channel to be notified upon the release of new videos. And if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comment box below. Have a great day. Bye bye.